Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Oliver Ames Varsity Gymnastics Competition. We have Oliver Ames starting on vault. My name is Stephen Cudworth, and I will be your commentator this afternoon. First up, we have senior captain Sharon Nagel. Vault from Miss Nagel. That is a half on, half off. Start value for that vault is a 9.0. That's the maximum score she can receive for that vault. She had pretty good form in the air. The only real big deduction would be the step on the landing. Gymnasts do get to perform two vaults if they choose. It does look like Kiara is coming back for a second vault. The gymnasts do get to pick the higher score to go for their team score. Another good ball from Kiara, another half pass. Much better landing on that one, almost stuck the landing. Up next, we have junior Peyton Rivers on vault. Peyton performed a half on, full off vault. That starts from a 9.2 maximum score. It looks like Peyton will be performing another vault. And the score for Kiara on her half-half was an 8.5. A pretty good score. And another half full from Peyton Rivers. Much better form in the air and just a small step. We'll see what Peyton gets for the score. I assume the score will go up a little bit since we have a higher start value on that vault. Up next, we have Arissa Pairs. Nice vault from Arissa. That is a tucked Sukahara vault. The start value for that is a 9.6, so a much higher start value than we saw from Kiara and from Peyton. And a good block, pretty good form in the air, and just a step on the landing. She'll try and work on pulling her chest up at the end and trying to get rid of the step. We're trying to go for a stuck landing. Is what all the girls are hoping for when they run down that runway. Here comes Arissa for her second vault. Another tucked Sukahara vault, a little bit off-centered. You could see she was a little crooked coming onto the table, a little bit loose in our tuck shape, and our chest was down quite a bit on that one. I would assume the first vault is the score that the Tigers will be keeping. The vault score for Peyton Rivers on her half full was an 8.7, so it did go up a little bit from Kiara's vault. Up next, we have Holly Grammer. Holly performed another tucked Sukahara vault. Again, that vault is starting from a 9.6. Good height off the table. She just needs to bend her knees and get her chest up to get that real big score. The score for Arissa was an 8.8. So each vault keeps going up and up. That's what you want to see in the lineup. You want to start with your lower scores, and then by time you get to your last gymnast, they should be getting the highest score on the team. And Holly and coach decided they're only going to go with the one vault. It was a very good vault. And the score for that was a 8.6. So that was an 8.6 for Haley on her tucked suit. Up next, we have Sawyer, senior captain. Really nice vault from senior captain Sawyer. Nice block off the table. That was a piked Sukahara. That start value is a 9.8, so that's the maximum score she'll be able to receive is a 9.8. Form-wise, it was pretty good pike shape in the air. We did tuck down a little bit towards the end and then to step on the landing. Sawyer will be performing a second vault to see if she can better it. Sawyer does get to go down and perform another vault. That does not count against her score or the score coming up for this next vault. The gymnast does get a run by the vault if they feel like their steps are off. Does look like Sawyer is going to back down to try another one. A gymnast does get 2 run-bys on the vault, and if they don't go for their third vault, then they cannot vault again. And Sawyer did perform another vault. Nice work. I'm not sure what the judge is going to do with that vault. It started off as a pike, but as we got towards the landing, it did tuck down a little bit. So it's up to the judge's call if they're going to call that a pike souk for a 9.8 or a tuck souk for a 9.6. And our final gymnast up is freshman Katie Babanikis. And the score is the highest for the Tigers from Sawyer with a 9.1 on her pike Sukahara vault. All right, that was Katie Babanikis performing that 9.6 tuck Sukahara vault. Unfortunately, she did put her hands down. That will count as a fall. That is a mandatory 5/10 deduction off of her start value, which again was a 9.6. Katie is going back down to perform another vault. Hopefully she does not put her hands down. Let's hope for a bigger block off the table so she has more height to finish the rotation of the vault. There we go, much better job. A bigger block. Just needs to get her chest up on that landing a little bit more. Just 1 or 2 steps, but a pretty good vault from freshman Katie. In the high school format, we have Oliver Ames will be moving over to the uneven bars. They follow the Olympic order, which is vault, bars, beam, and floor, with a visiting team of Sharon, who just competed on the uneven bars, will be coming over to the vault. And the score for Katie on her tuck Sukahara is an 8.7. So a very consistent vault scoring lineup for the Oliver Ames team on their first home competition. The girls will be getting on their grips and getting ready to warm up on the uneven bars. The girls do get to warm up before they do compete. I'll be back with you once the competition is underway on the uneven bars. All right, and we are back. We're on the uneven bars with junior Hallie Grammer. Hallie did perform on vault, and she's up on uneven bars. Hallie just performed a switch kip, which is one of the requirements on uneven bars is a change of direction. We have a kip to another kip, that's bonus, 1/10 bonus, and to a layout dismount, just a small step. A layout is a high superior in high school gymnastics, so she did receive requirement for that layout dismount. If she did a tuck, she would have missed 3/10 in requirement. The Tigers are still warming up. That is senior captain Ashton Latham. Still warming up. Not a problem. Up next, we do have junior Peyton Rivers, and we have a surprise commentator. We have senior captain Kiara Nagel.
Up now, we have our superstar junior Peyton Rivers. She is going for the free hip. Nails it. No tap of the feet. Jump to high bar. Perfect. Let's see if she can make this cast handstand. Great. Her routine is on fire right now. Let's see if she can make the stick. Awesome routine by Peyton Rivers. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Kiara. That was junior Peyton Rivers. Some of the requirements that Peyton did do, she did a cast to handstand on the high bar before her two giants. She does receive bonus elements from doing the handstand to the giant, and then received more bonus from doing the giant to her beautiful executed layout dismount. She just had the small step on the landing. Gymnasts do need to perform 8 elements on uneven bars, balance beam, and floor. Each element has a value. It can be a medium, a superior, a high superior, or an advanced high superior. The score, to take you back, for Hallie was a 7.5. Also to note, gymnasts on uneven bars, balance beam, and on floor, if they receive all their event requirements, their start value is a 9.2. And in order to start from a 10.0, they have to do bonus elements. So high-level skills or back-to-back combinations to get those bonus elements to try and start from a 10. On uneven bars, it is very difficult to start from a 10.0. So most of the girls here at Oliver Ames will not be starting from a 10.0. So the scores won't be as high as we saw on the vault. And now we do have the score for Peyton Rivers. It did go up from Hallie's 7.5. Peyton got a 7.9. We now have Sawyer, senior. We have kip, switch kip, squat onto the high bar, kip, nice straddle up handstand, drop for the free hip, another kip handstand, giant, good save, giant again, and our layout dismount, and she stuck the landing. Excellent performance from Sawyer. Sawyer did fulfill almost all her requirements. She did her switch kip for her half turn requirement. She had her straddle up handstand and her giants for her handstand requirement. She did a layout dismount, so that was a high superior. She had her kip, so we're just missing a release move. So Sawyer will be starting from a 9.0, and then will receive bonus for doing her kip straddle up handstand for a 10th. And then we'll receive 2/10 bonus for doing a giant to her layout dismount that she did stick. The score should go up. When you're watching the uneven bars, you're making sure that you're in perfect body shape. You don't want to see any arches or bent legs. Toes should always be pointed. You don't want your feet to hit the floor when you're on the low bar. And of course, you're always looking for that stuck dismount. Up next, we have senior captain Ashlyn Latham. And the score is in for Sawyer. It is an 8.4. Excellent. And Ashlyn starts with a kip. Straddle up, pirouette, and holds those feet up. Squat on. Drops, free hip to a handstand. Excellent. A high superior to another high superior in her giant. Another giant. And layout dismount for another superior. Ashlyn did let go a little early on the dismount, which caused her to travel out quite a good distance and did take the step on the landing. But Ashlyn did make her requirement of the pirouette, which was excellent. As you saw during warm-up, she was struggling quite a bit, but pulled it out when it counted the most. Ashlyn, similar to Sawyer, did not have all her requirements, so she was missing her flight element. So that would be like a release on the same bar from low bar to high bar. So she'll be starting from a 9.0, but then we'll receive 2/10 bonus for doing her free up handstand to a giant, and then another 2/10 bonus for doing her giant to a layout. So she should be starting around a 9.4 is where the judge will start taking the deductions from. Up next, we do have freshman Katie Babanikis. Katie, as of right now, is the only all-arounder. She'll be performing in all 4 events this afternoon for the Tigers. The score is in for Ashlyn, an 8.2. And we have Katie, kip, straddle up, hits her feet, 2/10 deductions, hip, straddle up again. Trying to make that pirouette, and she did it. Third tries to charm. Kip, handstand, giant, just makes it over, giant again, just makes it over again. Then to our layout dismount, stuck the landing. Unfortunately, Katie did hit her feet about 3 times on the low bar, and each time you do that, it can be up to 3/10. It's up to the judge depending on how hard she hit her feet, how much of a deduction she will take. But she did have her requirement. She did make her pirouette, and then she did make both of her giants to her layout dismount. Up next, we have sophomore Abby Jacudo. This is the first time we'll see Abby today. She did not perform on the vault, but she is the anchor on the uneven bar, so we're hoping for a great performance. And we got the salute from the judge, so Abby is ready to go. Kip. Nice pirouette. Holds her feet up. Big jump to the high bar. And we have a fall on the even bars on her straddle up handstand. Abby does have time. She can re-chalk her grips. And I assume we'll be performing the element again. The score is in for Katie. It is a 7.6. So not too bad. With all those times that she did touch her feet. And we're back up, and Abby's going. Looks like she is going to go for the element. Good, nice free up handstand. Nice giant, good form. Again, another giant. Layout dismount, and she stuck the dismount. That's an unfortunate fall for Abby. It could have been a big score. Again, a fall on any event is 5/10 deduction. Abby will have a similar start value to Ashlyn. They did have pretty much the same routine. Unfortunately, Abby did have the fall. The Tigers will be moving to the balance beam. They will begin their warm-up, and Sharon will be moving to the floor exercise to begin their warm-up as well. But we'll stay right here until we have the score for Abby. And we have the score, an 8.2. Not a bad performance or score for Abby despite that fall. So without the fall, we probably would have been around an 8.7, which would have been the Tigers' high score. But we are at an 8.2, which is decent and will help the Tigers' bar lineup. We will be moving over to the balance beam. Nagel. The gymnasts have 5 requirements on each event. On balance beam, you're looking for a full turn on one foot. They need to do a flight skill like a back handspring or a back tuck. And we have a fall on one of the required elements. That was a full turn. She's back up and she's ready, still going strong. Pretty nasty wipeout. Well, now we're going for another requirement. It's our acro series. We have our back handspring, our flight element, into a back walkover. Unfortunately, she took a little too long between the two elements and probably will not receive that event requirement. We have a switch leap into our split jump. That's another requirement to connect 2 jumps together. It looks like Kiara is setting up for an advanced high superior, which is a back tuck on the balance beam. She gets 2/10 bonus if she makes it, and she did not. As a reminder, like we saw on uneven bars and on vault, if gymnast does fall off the event, it is a mandatory 5/10 deduction. That was a wolf jump to a wolf jump. She'll receive 1/10 bonus for that. It looks like she's preparing for the dismount. We have a front tuck, 1 small step on the landing. Based off of that performance, we had 2 falls, and we missed our requirement of the flight series when she did not connect her back handspring to her back walkover. The gymnasts are allowed to continue their warm-up while the judge is judging the routine that was just performed. With Kiara missing her flight series. Again, the gymnast start from a 9-2 and need to receive bonus. With missing the flight series, she'll start from a 9-0, but then she'll get a 10th bonus for her switch leap to her split jump, and then another bonus for the wolf jump. So she'll start from a 9-2, but then you need to factor in the 2 falls, the one on the full turn, and then the one on her back tuck. Our next gymnast up on the balance beam is junior Peyton Rivers. We've seen Peyton on the vault and on the uneven bars. She's made both of those routines, so we're hoping that we can make our 3rd routine. The judge is looking at the dance performance as well as the elements that are being performed. There are deductions if a gymnast choreography is sloppy. Peyton's doing an excellent job with her choreography. She did perform a split jump to a wolf jump, receiving her requirement and a 10th bonus. You did see the full turn. We have a cartwheel to a round off. She received her flight element and her flight series in that one combination. We have a switch leap. The judge is looking for a full split, so 180 degrees, which Peyton did not receive. And we have our dismount, front aerial, small step on the landing. Just staying on the beam is a huge accomplishment for these athletes. So Peyton hit 3 for 3 today. She hit her vault bars and her balance beam routine. So great day for Peyton. Peyton did have all her event requirements. She did her full turn. She did her acro series. She had her flight element with her round off. She had her 2 jumps with her split jump, wolf jump. And she had her front aerial dismount, so she should be starting from a 9.2. And then she'll receive a 10th bonus for her split jump, wolf jump, so her stat value will be a 9.3. And then we'll just have deductions for a form and her split and the step on the dismount. And the score for Kiara on the balance beam was a 7.7. This is our first look today at freshman Callie. And the score for Peyton is an 8.1. And we have our cartwheel to a nice side aerial. Unfortunately, I'm unsure if she was trying to connect those two because they were not connected. But the aerial was beautiful and we'll receive 2/10 bonus just for that. Smart decision. She had a slight wobble between her jumps and added in a third jump to get her requirement. We have a switch leap to a wolf jump. A little bit slow of a connection there. I'm not sure if the judge will give her credit for that. If the judge does not give credit, she will not receive her 10th bonus. We have the full turn, another event requirement. And we're off the beam with a front aerial. 2 steps on the dismount, but we did stay on the beam, so excellent performance from Callie, freshman. As you can hear the floor music from Sharon, they are competing on the floor exercise at the same time that Oliver Ames is competing on the balance beam. Callie did have all her event requirements other than her acro series. She did not connect her cartwheel to her aerial, so she'll have a 9.0 start value, but did have an advanced high superior with her aerial, so she'll get 2/10 bonus for that. And then if the judge thinks she connected her switch leap to her wolf jump, she'll receive another 10th bonus, so she could be starting from a 9.3. But it's all up to the judge depending on how she saw the routine, not how I saw the routine. Up next, we do have senior captain Ashton Latham. And Ashlyn is up. And the score for Callie is a very impressive 8.7. Back handspring. Quite big wobble. It looks like she's going to try her series again. She was supposed to connect another element out of that back handspring. Back handspring into the walkover, and definitely will get that combination, so she'll get her event requirement of the series and the flight skill of the back handspring. Required full turn, slight wobble. Split jump, wolf jump, another requirement that she will receive. A little bit of form on the split jump with her knees slightly bent and her feet slightly flexed, switch leap. Not sure if she was supposed to connect a jump out of that. And we're heading for the dismount, cartwheel, back tuck, slight movement on the dismount, but another hit performance for Oliver Ames. Ashlyn did have all her event requirements, so she will start from a 9.2. And then we did have 1/10 bonus with her split jump, wolf jump, so she started from a 9.3. And the score is an 8.5. Nice work from Ashlyn Latham. Up now we have freshman Katie Babanikis. Nice full turn. Nice switch leap, split jump, another 10th bonus there, and getting her jump combination in for a requirement. Looks like Katie's setting up for her flight series. Back handspring, back walkover. Nice work, no wobbles. Definitely a connection there, so she'll receive her event requirement. Split jump, wolf jump. Nice job. Good split, good feet and knees. Another 10th bonus on that. Looks like we're setting up. Side aerial, and we're off the beam. So again, that's a mandatory 5/10 deduction. She was going for that 2/10 bonus with the advanced high superior with the aerial. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. And we had a nice front tuck dismount, one step on the landing. Unfortunately, when a gymnast does fall, when they're trying one of those bonus elements, they do not receive the bonus when they do fall. Up next, we have sophomore Abby DeCudo. She is the anchor on the balance beam, so we're hoping for a big score. If you do remember, Abby had the fall on an even bar, so hopefully she forgot about that and is focused on her beam routine. We had an 8.5 for Katie Babanikis on the balance beam, so a pretty good score despite the fall on that side aerial. Switch leap, tuck 3/4. If the judge believes she connected that, she'll receive 2/10 bonus and get her event requirement of having 2 jumps. Abby setting up for her flight series. Back handspring, and she's on the beam. Excellent. Slight balance check onto the second back handspring. Abby setting up for side aerial, and she's on the beam. She'll receive 2/10 bonus for that advanced high superior. Full turn, slight wobble. Split jump, little bent back knee on that split jump. Abby's setting up for her dismount. Round off, back tuck, and stuck the landing. Excellent performance from sophomore Abby DeCudo. Abby did have all her event requirements, so she'll start from a 9.2. She'll receive bonus for that side aerial of 2/10. She could receive another 2/10 bonus for her switch leap to her tuck 3/4. And then another 10th bonus for her back handspring, and her round off tuck. So she could be starting with the Tiger's high beam start value of a 9.8.